You were taught Alexander the Great was a hero. What they didn't teach you, he burned a world wonder to the ground on a drunk dare. He killed his best friend with a spear over dinner, and when he died, his body didn't decompose for 6 days. Because he might not have been dead. This is the real Alexander, and it's terrifying. Alexander was born in 356 BC, tutored by Aristotle, hardened by a violent father. He was shaped by a mother who kept live snakes in her bedroom for religious rituals. At 16, he was commanding armies. At 20, his father was assassinated. Alexander didn't grieve. He purged. Every rival to the throne, noblemen, distant relatives, was executed. Anyone with a claim was executed within days. The bodies weren't cold before Alexander turned east. The campaign to conquer the world had begun. In 13 years, Alexander never lost a single battle. He crushed the Persian Empire. He defeated the largest empire the world had ever seen at Gaugamela. He won with 47,000 men against an army that may have numbered over 200,000. Egypt fell without a fight. He reached the edge of India, 2 million square miles in a decade. But here's what the textbook skipped. When Thebes dared to rebel, Alexander didn't negotiate. He razed the city, killed 6,000 people, and sold 30,000 survivors into slavery. He left one building standing. A poet had once lived there. Every other Greek city got the message. Now, let's look at the darkness in Persepolis. Persepolis, one of the greatest cities on earth, magnificent palaces, irreplaceable history. Alexander conquered it, then looted the treasury. Then something happened at a banquet. A woman named Thebes said burning it would be revenge for what Persia once did to Athens. Alexander grabbed a torch. He burned a civilization's history on a dare at a party. Historians still debate, was it revenge or stupidity? Most say both. Clitus the Black had saved Alexander's life, literally cut off a Persian sword arm. Years later, drunk at dinner, Clitus said Alexander's victories belonged to his father. Alexander grabbed a spear. He killed Clitus on the spot. He murdered the man who saved his life. He wept for days afterward. His generals talked him back from the edge, but Clitus was still dead. As the campaign wore on, the paranoia grew darker. Senior generals were assassinated. Personal attendants were stoned to death. The brilliant conqueror was becoming something else. June 323 BC, Babylon. Alexander is 32. After a night of drinking, he collapses. 12 days of fever, abdominal pain, paralysis spreading through his body. He loses his voice, then all movement. On day 12, declared dead. And then his body doesn't decompose. For 6 full days in the heat, no smell, no decay. The Greeks called it proof he was a god. Modern science has a colder explanation. He wasn't decomposing because he wasn't dead. A researcher proposed he had Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's a neurological condition that causes total paralysis while leaving the mind fully conscious. Alexander may have been declared dead while still alive, aware, paralyzed, unable to tell anyone. His cause of death is still debated. Some say typhoid, some say poison, white hellebore. 2,000 years later, we still don't know. The most powerful man alive, just gone. In 13 years, Alexander conquered more of the world than anyone in history. He was also a murderer, a tyrant, and possibly a man who was buried alive. History called him great. The truth is complicated. Hit subscribe, we do this every week. And drop a comment, hero, monster, or both. See you in the next one.